As members of the Global Farmer Network,
we believe agriculture is part of the solution,
not part of the problem.
We are committed to developing agricultural leaders
and sharing their stories across the globe.
We have one purpose:
to amplify the farmer's voice.
My voice.
Mi voz.
La mia voce.
My voice.
Welcome to Global Farmer Voices, a podcast by the Global Farmer Network, where we invite farmers from around the world to share their stories and perspectives. Hello, I'm Delaney Howell, host for this podcast series, and today we'll hear from Puerto Rican farmer and Global Farmer Network member, Efren Robles. Unlike many farmers, Efren didn't grow up on a farm, nor did he have a background in agriculture. Instead, he began his career as an industrial mechanic, working with water purification systems in his hometown. In Puerto Rico, the pharmaceutical industry had a significant presence due to the high-quality water in the region. Back in the 1960s and 70s, working in a pharmaceutical company was one of the highest-paying jobs available. But as time passed, the landscape changed, and Efren, along with his wife, found themselves drawn to a different path, the farm-to-table movement.
It was easy because I like the environment, but to do it commercially, it has a lot of benefits to be a mechanic because, you have a lot of equipment and a lot of mechanical activities on the farm. Just to give you an example, we started with hydroponics. My wife is a chemist and I'm an industrial mechanic, so we understand flows, pumps, chemistry a little bit. So we were able to start going from there. But Huacabo, it has a couple different segments. The main segment is to distribute food and produce to restaurants and hotels. That's like our core business. We listen to chefs. We produce based on that. Those farming plants are distributed in a network of about 50 farmers in the north central area. We acquire that product and then we manage the post-harvest directly to the end user using a short delivery chain, meaning that the products, the nutritional value of the products are going to be better because it's shorter time between harvesting and getting to the plate. That's one. The second main one is to develop new products. We work a lot with flowers, comestible flowers, for example, blue Thai pea, lemon drop. We do microgreens. So we listen to what the chef needs. We do it at a small scale, and then we pass that information to other farmers.
Frutos del Guacabo, their farm, eventually started to evolve into more than just a place to produce food. Today, it is also an educational center, offering hands-on experiences and tours for various groups. These initiatives all aimed to promote sustainability and the farm-to-table concept.
What we do is we have a sensorial experience where people can come into a farm environment and understand smell, taste, understand the small ecosystem that we create to be able to produce those veggies or herbs or flowers. We also have goats at the farm. We have sheep, so people can actually milk the goats. We do classes, for example, how to make goat cheese, how to make yam, and all these things are there to see and try to have people to understand the whole process on a small scale, diversified farm, And it's something that we believe that we can touch on people and make sure that people have a difference in their lives. I mean, at the beginning, Huacabo was working, locally with products, and we call the community the close by community. But there's a culinary community that travels just to taste and understand all these flavors. So we've been working and collaborating and all with the company of tourism. We do like tours for cruise ships, for schools, for professionals such as nutritionists, like the chefs. They come into the farm. We do a tour so they can design menus on the things that are trending or the things that are commonly. So, like I say, we're a canvas. We work around food. We love to sit down in a table with people. The power of sitting on a table, sometimes, it's amazing, where the best things in life, to me, happen on a table, from business to family reunions. So we use the power of family sharing and family style to have people in contact with the farm.
Puerto Rico's local food system faces significant challenges due to its heavy reliance on food imports. The island's dependence on these imported goods leaves it vulnerable to disruptions in supply chains and price fluctuations. This over-reliance not only impacts the island's food security, but also contributes to its economic strain as billions of dollars flow out of the local economy each year. Additionally, the importation of food often comes with a significant environmental cost in terms of carbon emissions from transportation. Concepts like food sovereignty are gaining traction, emphasizing local control over food systems. Diversification of crops, sustainability, community engagement through farmers markets, and educational campaigns are all contributing to a more resilient and self-sufficient food future. However, challenges such as limited arable land and economic factors still need to be addressed. With continued efforts, investments, and policy support, Puerto Rico has the potential to build a more sustainable and secure food system for the years to come.
I don't expect to be 0% importation, but the higher we can go, the better it's going to be for the people. And also understanding the value of some of the products, because some people can talk about lettuce or leaves, for example, and a lettuce does not have the same nutritional value as a kale. So the price is going to be a bit different, but when people are starting to understand this, they seem to manage it very well. We work a lot with collaborations, using different entities, chefs, local artists, trying to make people understand the value of using the local products, for example, on a recipe or a protein in your home where you can use it, on 2-3 times a week, the impact that protein will have on the benefit of the health and the economy of that. So it's an education, journey. We try to speak not only about Puerto Rico, but about the local production, around the world. I've been doing some traveling, and everywhere you go, it's kind of the same principle. You have to understand what food processes are being going through, and it's something that we use the chefs as, to make it a trend on these new healthy products, trying to change a little bit the diet of the regular families and trying to compete with the gastronomy worldwide. We got great products and we have great skills and great talented people. And what we're trying to do is provide the chefs with all these great products so they can compete. And at the same time, that's going to create a snowball, of people trying to imitate what they do, but trying to also cultivate those products to make sure that they can develop great plates,
The Robles path was not without obstacles. Hurricane Maria, a Category 5 hurricane, made landfall in Puerto Rico on September 20th, 2017, and it was one of the most powerful and devastating hurricanes in the island's history. The hurricane brought with it catastrophic winds, torrential rainfall, and widespread destruction. Agriculture in Puerto Rico also suffered greatly as crops were destroyed, livestock was lost, and many farms, like Efren's Frutos del Cuacabo, faced damage to their facilities and growing areas, once again impacting the local food supply. Nevertheless, they learned a valuable lesson in resilience.
When Maria hit, we were on our 6th year. Well, we thought that we were on our peak, everything was working fine, and all of a sudden this happened. But today, it was very difficult to go through Maria, very hardworking, the logistics was very difficult. We do have we have support from our organizations, such as World Central Kitchen, local organizations such as Para Naturaleza, and some others that we were able to establish a game plan to be able to start not only the food chain, but also the economy. It's very important that, you start up the economy after one of these events. And as today, we see a benefit, it was like a boot camp. In other words, going through Maria was very difficult. And you learn how to operate based on that. But out of a sudden, they changed the answer on the test. Now, instead of giving you another storm, they give you a pandemic, which is a completely different game plan. So at the end of the day, what we try to teach people is that if you're closer to the food source, and you understand the food source a little better, things are gonna get better on the way. So it's kind of that's the principle. We were talking about Maria the other day in a recap, and it was very emotional because we went through a very difficult time. But as today we see it in a positive way. We learn a lot. We design things a bit different. We learn how to mitigate. If we talk about resiliency, we'll be talking about 2 hours. It's a constant resiliency here. So but at the end of the day, if you're closer to the food source, everybody wins.
Despite the immense challenges brought on by Hurricane Maria, the people of Puerto Rico, including farmers like Efren, demonstrated incredible resilience and determination. Then, just as they were recovering from the hurricane's aftermath, the COVID-19 pandemic struck, presenting an entirely different set of challenges. This double blow tested their adaptability and ability to overcome adversity even further, making their story a true testament to the strength and determination of Puerto Rico's people. In recent years, the island has seen a surge in high-profile visitors, drawing attention from around the world. Among these visitors is Zac Efron, a renowned American actor whose recent Netflix program explored various destinations with Puerto Rico shining as a prominent jewel. Notably, Efren takes center stage of the program.
We've been lucky that after the storm, we worked closer with World Central Kitchen, and a lot of volunteers got into Puerto Rico. For us, being on TV is not about showing our business. It's about showing what we do in Puerto Rico and how we can benefit the island and make sure that more people can come in. So for us, having the media, we out of a sudden we have a lot of international media: New York Times, Washington Post, El País. We were in HBO, in Amazon Prime, in Netflix, and all this is the way we see it is that we expose what we do because it's something that can be done globally. And if we can have a good impact on the community, that's what we're focusing on. So with Zac, it was very cool. I know Zac from TV all my life, and the way he see that all these sustainability issues and the way we're trying to address it is very amazing. It's very focused on certain segments that can benefit, what we do. So it was a very interesting view. We also have Jose Andres, Martha Stewart was here in the farm, and a lot of people that came just to promote Puerto Rico, and we were lucky enough to have them in our facility. So we were very honored.
Efren's vision for the future of Puerto Rico's food system is nothing short of inspiring. He envisions a Puerto Rico that harnesses its vast agricultural potential, utilizing diverse soils and skilled individuals to create a thriving, self-sufficient, and sustainable food ecosystem. The goal is not only to produce exceptional food, but also to educate and empower local communities, fostering a deeper appreciation for the value of farming.
Well, we have almost all the soils in the world except for the frozen. We have great skilled people that can actually do work. Now, the farmers are looking more into the science behind farming, not like this old stereotype of the farmer working to death with their kids and they don't want them to do this. So a lot of people are coming into this farming, and we hope that we can understand better the food change. Once people understand better what's happening and how to grow food, we were made to grow food, So it's something that naturally will come into you. And if you're not become a farmer, you at least will respect what farmers are doing and will put your money in that segment. So we hope to produce a little bit more as far as food, but as far as education and conscience, we want to continue to do that. I think that's the key of, making sure that the local communities, no matter where you are, can understand what that farmer does and can go support them and can go see, how can they develop menus based on that and how can they make links that benefit the community. So that's our goal, that's our plan. Some people ask us if we want to go bigger, what we want to do, and I think we found a good spot where I think that we can provide society and the community something, a seed that can be exploded in different forms. So we want to focus on continue with the agro-tourism, the education, maintaining the locals, understanding the greatness of their products. You know, we have great products here, and how you can use them different with different technologies, sous vide, for example, and all these new kitchen technologies. And that's where I want to see ourselves in a couple more years. Continue to work on this. You know, I understand that is something that is necessary for anything you do in life. You know, if you, no matter what you do, you gotta eat 3 times a day. So we need to understand the food system. You know, so that's what we're here for.
What a powerful story from Efren. The Global Farmer Network is filled with farmer stories just like Efren's. But if you're interested in learning more about the Global Farmer Network's mission and its members, seeing some of the things the organization is doing, and finding out how you can get involved, please visit globalfarmernetwork.org. And if you'd like to support the Global Farmer Network through a donation, you can do so at globalfarmernetwork.org/donate. If you've enjoyed today's podcast episode, be sure to subscribe and follow the Global Farmer Network on social media: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, and YouTube. Until next time, I'm Delaney Howell, and this has been the Global Farmer Voices podcast.